Shannon, what do you call them?
Ink pen and teller.
teller.
They had the Laugh Factory tonight, guy catch him.
Try to veal.
Love that
It's a
because
2-drink
remember,
minimum.
Teller doesn't ever speak, and if he's Teller, he speaks a lot, right?
Yeah, he
It's just that you
It's
don't
just
pay
funnier to
attention to
call
what
him
he
Ethan.
says.
Oh,
Is that what it is? You just
Skip, I'll start with you. How much of a shot do you give Deshaun against Seattle's defense?
man, is this not the ultimate test for a rookie quarterback going up to Seattle, where the most points they've allowed all year is, 18 at home? Now back to my man, Coach Mangini, who has always said, going back many years, when I love hard. Don't you say that?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
yeah. That's Tim Tebow.
Yeah, well, this is,
RG3.
yeah. Well, he
Very
got hurt.
few.
Yeah.
Dak.
Tebow did really well.
Dak
I
Prescott.
love me some
I
Dak.
mean, he love hard, but he'll fall out of love quick, though.
No, I will not.
No,
that's
he-
not true.
He stays with it.
I do love me some Deshaun Watson, and that started after the first national championship game that he lost to Coach Saban's #1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide defense. And in that game, he threw for 405 yards and ran for 73, and then came back and got some revenge, throwing for 420 in the last national championship game. Ran for 43. So in those two games, he had 7 touchdowns to 1 interception against St. Nick's defense. It was sensational, and obviously threw the last second touchdown pass to beat Alabama last championship game. He now leads the NFL in QBR with 82. He's now 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, and he's lost 2 games at Tom Brady on a last-second Brady to Brandon Cooks pass with 23 seconds left to go. 25 yards, lost that game 36-33, and threw for 301 at Foxborough. I know everybody's lighting up the
He was 100 yards short of everybody else.
That's true, but still, for a rookie quarterback up there, it's pretty good to hang in with Tom Brady. And he did lose at home to the then 5-0 Chiefs, but his QBR that day was 95, which on scale of 0 to 100 is really good.
But there was a lot of garbage stuff at the end, too. Remember, they were down big.
They lost 42-34.
Right, it was
but
big.
he played very well, and boy, he was lighting them up late in that game. So here we go. At Seattle, they're a 5.5-point underdog, and I was surprised it's only 5.5. But if I were a betting man, I would take the 5.5 points because I believe that Deshaun and his offense can put up 24. That's what I believe, and that's a lot up at Seattle.
Yeah.
But if they can score 24, my fear would be, can Houston's suddenly faltering defense with no J.J. Watt, no Merciless, could they hold Russell Wilson and company to 27, somewhere in that range? Because if it gets to 30, you'd lose the point spread, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's 27-24 Seattle, that they do cover, in that Deshaun Watson plays well. He gives a good account of himself in his, by far, the most difficult test of his rookie year will be this one.
Yeah, I give him a great shot, and because it's Deshaun Watson. Now, rookie quarterbacks are 1-7 against the Pete Carroll coach defense. 1-7. You know who that guy that won the game was? Andy Dalton in 2011. But this is not a normal rookie. Seattle is not a blitz-heavy team. We call it lurk, they call it robber. Now everybody's getting these catchy terms. Play cover one, single high safety, and Cam Chancellor jump the crossing routes. But if you blitz this young man, not only can he make plays outside the pockets with his arms, at Cincinnati, what he'll do? He'll go 40-plus yards for a touchdown. So you have to be very, very careful. Now, I love Seattle secondary. Earl Thomas, he's the best safety in the game. You got Richard Sherman, one of the top corners. Cam is probably the best strong safety in the game. So I like this matchup. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going like 20. What I have? I had 20-17. That's what I got.
Yeah, to me, this is tough sledding. This is really tough sledding.
Because the conventional wisdom would be, this will be ugly.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be ugly. The noise there is one thing that you have to deal with, and people talk about that at a lot of stadiums, but in Seattle, it's real. And you look at what they've done defensively. It's been 3 points in the second half of the last 3 games. Seattle's given up 9 points total in the fourth quarter over 6 games. That's pretty amazing. And where Seattle has an advantage that a lot of teams don't is their team speed. They've got excellent team speed, so even though Deshaun is going to have those broken plays, they're going to be able to close the gap on those plays pretty quickly. And in the secondary, a lot of broken plays create big plays down the field with secondaries. Seattle, historically, when we've been in those situations against them, they're able to actually convert those into big plays for them. You want to be decisive against that defense because they have that ability. It's the same thing in the red zone. We used to try to coach Colin to go to the first read
Colin
right
Kaepernick,
now,
yep.
Colin Kaepernick, because if you try to move around, they're so good at reading
Yes.
and reacting and jumping that it generates plays for them. So I don't know how well he's going to handle the environment. And as much as his ability to generate plays is been to his advantage, this defense is different against guys like that.
I look at it as
do you think it's going to be
I think
a rout?
I don't think it's going to be a rout. Probably 20-10. I don't know if they're going to get over 10 points.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if they don't, listen, Russell Wilson's offense has just been on fire.
Yeah, but they can't run the ball, and let's see how well they can protect. They still have some guys that can get to the
You
quarterback.
realize Houston has allowed the 25th most points in the NFL this year.
So they might get
a
help.
lot.
So it might be a route then.
I got 24-13, and I just think it's a bad matchup. The stat you brought up about the rookie quarterback, and then you talking about their defense and what they do. I like Deshaun Watson. I like what he does. Exciting player, can do so many different things. But I think against this defense, this will be the one where, excuse me, it'll be tested, and you'll take a look at him and see. Now, if he's able to crack that code and do something against them or upset them on the road, now I'm talking about something totally different. I will be very impressed. I don't see it happening.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.